Anya and Karina's journey takes them to a sunken city guarded by mystical sea creatures, and they must battle a power-hungry sorcerer to restore light to the people of the deep. The nights at sea felt longer than Asha had ever imagined. The ship cut gently through the waves, while the moon painted a silver path across the waters, leading them into the unknown. Kareem sat at the ship's edge, peering into the depths, his voice uneasy. "I feel the sea hides more secrets than we can bear. I don't like this silence." But Asha, her eyes shining like the stars above, answered firmly. "Silence is the language of the sea, Kareem. We must listen carefully. It may guide us." Suddenly, the ship shuddered violently, and a deep moan echoed from beneath. A column of water surged upward, revealing a colossal sea creature, half human, half fish, with emerald eyes glowing in the dark. It did not attack. Instead, it raised a hand as if inviting them to follow. Kareem staggered back, his face pale. "Don't tell me we're following that thing." But Asha stepped forward, steady as the tide. If he meant us harm, he would have done so already. The creature dove, leaving a glowing current in its wake. Without hesitation, Asha grasped Kareem's hand and leapt into the depths. Beneath the surface, an enchanted city unfolded before them, domes of glass rising like palaces, walls adorned with coral and pearls. The light of glowing fish painted the waters in colors of a dream. But the wonder was shadowed by fear. Some domes were cracked, and the people inside looked weary, frightened. An elder of the sea folk approached, his beard white as breaking waves. His voice trembled as he spoke. "Strangers, our city is dying. A sacred stone once lit the hearts of the deep, but it has been stolen. Since then, our world grows dim and lifeless." Kareem glanced at the children hiding behind their mothers, his face heavy with sorrow. "It feels like a village robbed of its sun." Guided by the elder, they descended into a dark cavern at the seabed. Sharp coral lined the path, while predatory fish circled like shadows. Within the cavern waited a new foe, a sorcerer of the depths, his body covered in scales, his eyes blazing like blue fire. In his hand coiled a living serpent of water, twined around a staff. The sorcerer laughed, his voice rumbling through the waves. "The stone no longer belongs to the city. It is mine now. With it, I shall rule the seas." Kareem fired an arrow, but it scattered uselessly in the currents. The sorcerer mocked, summoning a whirlpool that nearly dragged them into its maw. Yet Asha drove her sword deep into the sand, and the blade shone with radiant light, forcing the whirlpool to collapse. She stepped forward, her eyes burning with courage. Power is not for those who steal it, but for those who protect the ones in need. The battle raged, until with a swift strike, Asha shattered the sorcerer's staff. The serpent burst into bubbles, and as he screamed, she wrenched the sacred stone from his grasp. At once, the city lit up as though the ocean itself had drawn breath again. They returned to the domes, greeted by cheers from the sea folk. The elder placed the stone back in its altar, and from it shone rays like dawn, filling the city with warmth and life. Kareem turned to Asha, smiling despite the lingering fear in his voice. "I think I'm getting used to this. Every journey with you ends with saving an entire world." Asha smiled softly, her gaze fixed on the endless blue beyond. "Perhaps this is not the end, but only the beginning of a greater voyage."